Hi guys, this is Brother Sean with the Well Armed Baptist, and I just want to talk to you today about Beretta handguns. Beretta just recently announced that they're coming out with their new Model 92X, and I think they kind of missed the boat on this one. The Model 92 is a great handgun. I really like it, but it's been around since 1972, and I think they can make some upgrades to it that could make it a real effective modern handgun. Now, this Model 92 is an older Model 92. This one was made in the 70s. And the reason why I'm showing you this first is to just show you that, you know, they've been making this since 1972. And the new Model 92Xs that they're coming out with are the same overall size, weight, and width, and it really hasn't changed. And I think that they have a golden opportunity to really make this line much more modern. And what's very interesting is that they can make this gun much more modern by actually going back in time. So I'm going to bring another pistol out and show you that. Put that one off to the side. This is the Beretta Model 1951. And the Beretta Model 1951 is a single stack 9mm, whereas this is a double stack 9mm. This one only holds 8 rounds. This one holds 15 rounds. But what I find really interesting about this gun is that even though they both fire the same round, what you'll notice is that the Beretta 92 on top is quite a bit wider. And as a matter of fact, the Beretta 92 is about 1.5 inches thick, which is probably one of the biggest problems with the 92. It's just really thick. It's hard to conceal. It's very bulky. And what I really like about the Model 1951 is it's less than 1 inch thick. It's not bulky at all. It doesn't have knobs sticking out of it or anything. It's just very svelte. It's very easy to use, but it's got the same kind of action, which is very tried and tested. So they developed these in the 1950s. They made them for the Italian Navy and several Italian police departments. And I think that they should kind of go back to it, but modernize it. They should take this action. They should take this slide, which is less than 1 inch thick. I mean, it's very thin, and they should modernize the body. They're modern aluminum alloys that you can use. And if you look at the grip down here, you'll see that most of the width of the grip is actually taken up by these large, bulky plastic grips. So if you made this out of aluminum, put very thin grips on it, you could put a nice high capacity magazine in there. I doubt you could use the 92 type mags. They'd have to come up with their own magazine with a new one. But I think that would be really great. As a matter of fact, I want to compare it to some other pistols. The other thing is there's no safety. So there's no bulky safety on the side. One of the problems with the 92 is that you can rack it and you can accidentally engage the safety. And that was a problem because now it's unsafe when I tried to rack it, and it's just a bad spot to put a safety. And so there's no safety on this on the slide. The safety is actually down here. I would just delete the safety altogether, put some sort of decocking mechanism up here, and it's very thin, very handy. Let me compare it to a couple of guns real fast. Let's compare it to the ubiquitous Glock 19. Everyone's got one of these. But what I found really interesting is that the Beretta is actually thinner, let me get this in frame, than the Glock 19. So it's actually thinner. Even though it takes a 9mm round, it's actually thinner. And you'll see that overall size is very comparable. They're very, very similar in size, except the Beretta has a longer barrel. But that doesn't really matter if I'm carrying this inside the waistband. You know, as a matter of fact, I like that 4.5-inch barrel. So that's another really neat feature on it. Another one I can compare it to is, this is more my pocket gun. This is a Smith & Wesson Shield. But even this, I mean, look at the width. You know, I mean, the Shield is just a hair narrower, but not much. And this is a very thin pistol. This is a pistol you can actually put in your pocket. So Very comparable in size as far as width goes. The overall length, though, you know, if I put the 8-round magazine on here, it almost goes to the bottom. But I thought that was just something really interesting that Beretta, even though they're coming out with this new pistol, supposedly, all it really is a revamp of this big, wide, clunky pistol. And I think if they went back to this pistol, which is narrow, you know, fast acting. I mean, it's got a great action on it. These things are really nice. And I think Beretta would really have a winner if they did this. So that's my 2 cents. But, you know, leave any questions you got in the comments. If you think you have a better idea for what Beretta should do, you know, just leave it down in the comments. Thanks, guys.